Okay, I'm going to share my screen again. There we go. I put a link to this repository. It's on the AWS Made Easy repository called SAM Lambda Pi Graviton. We talked about it last week, but it's been cleaned up a little bit. I just wanted to put it out there, make sure you do. I think this is the easiest and fastest way to put some Python out there and have a Lambda and use a Lambda function URL. So all you need to do, you can go to this repository, and it's a template repository. So you can just say, use this template, and I'll keep it in the AWS Made Easy. I can call it SAM Hello World. Create that repository. And it's going to make a copy of it from that point. And then all I have to do is start a dev space. And this immediately starts this will take a moment. Interesting. This will start a dev space based with the Graviton processor. Let me see if I have one running. Here we go. I'll start that one. This one. You can tell we use this one quite a bit. And it's got all of the environment variables built in. It has SAM pre-installed. And then I've set up my dev spaces so that for any AWS Made Easy repositories, I've got my AWS credentials built in. So all I have to do is, where's my other one?
I think it's the last one, the last tab.
There we go. And also one thing that we've made a lot easier is rather than dealing with Lambda layers, because you're using SAM, you can just put something in requests and then SAM build will work. So it's all set up, it's ready to go. And there's actually a pretty neat script in here called test Lambda local, which will iterate over some local JSON events, test them. So you can do SAM, or what is it? Let me do. The one environment variable that you need to set for this is pi lambda function stack. So let me make sure I have that set. Pi lambda function stack. Pi lambda function stack equals hello world e3. And then I can do test lambda local. It's going to run SAM build, and then it's going to run it with a local event, hello world, and then I can literally just go to AWS, and that's it. And so if you have a little bit of Python code and you want that to exist publicly with a Lambda function URL, I think this is the easiest way to do it. You don't have to. All you have to do is make sure that you have your credentials set up in your dev spaces variables, and then they're automatically populated for you. Populated for you. It's ready to go. All you really need to do is modify app.py and requirements.txt.
Great. And just confirming, so this does set up all the function URLs. It does set up cores, all of that stuff.
Yeah,
right?
It's all done. You can see it in your. Yep, it's setting up. See if you see the resources that it's creating. Let's see if I can. Yeah, it's setting up a Pi function, and then it's going to set up a function URL. That's the last thing it sets up because everything else has to be in place. So there it is, the Lambda URL, Pi function URL. And yeah, you get that ready to go. You don't have to. And what's really neat is that you can set up all those variables so that if you're doing projects for different people, there we go. Right away, there's the Pi function endpoint. We can command click on this. Oh, I forgot that one. I'm still working on the requests. But anyway, you get the function, the Python function. What did I do here? App.py. Anyway, I took away requests. That's what it was. So I could do.
Okay, we can deploy it again.
Yep. But AWS. That should be just fine now. I was experimenting with the different ways of packaging, but this is all set now. So it will do that update. It generates the change set, and then you have a publicly available Lambda function ready to go. So this will take another couple of seconds. So I've put the URL in the chat that's out there for people to experiment with, to try, and then this forms the foundation of a lot of our automation, is having these Lambda functions with function URLs.
Yeah, this is, by the way, incredibly valuable even in all the other automations that you do. When you have little pieces, you can just delegate all the automation into Lambda functions, organize them well using SAM, and then, becomes really easy to access and works with those.
Cool. All right. Well, there it is. Let's switch gears to, we're going to review a couple of articles, and there's been a lot of announcements. It's been a while since we've done some articles. Let's go and switch over to that.